What is up, you guys? It's your girl, the real Mrs. J. And I wanted to come through, you guys, because this situation is getting darker and darker by the moment. And when I tell y'all, and what I told y'all in a previous video about curses and how things will follow you, and I was saying how people needed to repent because you can see when there's curses on people if you have a spiritual eye. You can see when there's curses on people. Um, but needless to say, I say all that to say this. So it all started with Quail, which is Trauma's best friend. Okay. And Quail came out because he was upset because Chasity kept on taking down his IG pages. And one of those IG pages actually had like 12,000 followers on it. So he was upset about that. So because of all of the things that she was doing, he came out here and he exposed her. So we know that he exposed her for taking Chrisean Jr.'s clothes and, all of the things that the fans was sending for him. She was actually taking them and putting them in the storage for her child. Now, I'm not going to say that she was actually stealing the stuff from Chrisean because we don't know if Chrisean told her to go ahead and keep this stuff. You know what I'm saying? We don't know that. But either way, Chrisean's fans was defrauded because they thought that they were sending the stuff for Junior when in all actuality this stuff was going to Chastity's child. Then he also exposed the fact that Chastity was in fact using fans for rides and money, and which we saw in the last few months where they've come out, where they've some of Chrisean's fans have come out, conversations of her asking for $400, and she'll come out and try to say that that didn't happen, which in fact it did happen. And so because that's this chain of events started with him coming out and exposing her. This led up to her deepest, darkest secret being exposed. So, Trauma's mom was being interviewed last night by another fellow content creator, and she came out and told exactly what happened that day that Trauma passed away. So I'm going to play this video. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to, speak on it because it's kind of long of what she was saying. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to, enter some commentary, and then I'm going to, keep going with it. But you guys, this right here is disturbing at best. Let's listen.
And Quell are doing right now, this is tearing me apart. Because my son is not here because that girl Chasity Llewellyn Malone, you came to my home. You came to my home uninvited. And you came in my basement. You volunteered to shovel snow for me when I didn't even ask. You came in my basement and you pulled me to the side and said that you thought that my son and daughter was having sex. You, Chasity, you were the one that started this rumor. And I asked you, where did you get this from? This rumor was made by Chasity, came to me personally. I am their mother. I'm the one that she came to. I'm the one where the rumor started. And I asked her, she said, because Shakira and Shakim and his cousin, they were dancing at Shakira's apartment. Some stupid, convoluted story that made no sense at all. And for 3 years, yes, because she came into our lives. She came into Shakim's life 3 years ago, chasing him, just trying to be a girlfriend, which I guess she ended up. But that was during the time when she first came about. And when she came over here and told me that, I went to my son and I said, son, what is this that I'm hearing about you and your sister supposedly, getting close or whatever? He said, Ma, I don't know what you're talking about. This is crazy talk. And yes, it was crazy talk. But because I came to him that way, and I never told him who said those words to me, because initially I was trying to protect Chastity, because I didn't want to just initially come out and say who it was that told me that, this rumor. I wanted to find out from him, because I didn't know if, I'm not going to say I didn't know if it was true or not. It just took me off guard that she would come to me and say this. But Chastity came to me personally and said this. So my son thought I was talking out of my head. Then I called my daughter at work when she worked at Home Depot, and I said, Shakira, tell me what's going on. Shakira had the same response. They both of my kids, all this time, thought I was going nuts. And then when I found, after they, I don't know, weeks down the line, after they couldn't understand where I was coming from, and I finally told them it was Chastity, that's when Chastity started a whole 3-year journey of manipulation, text message, manipulating, hacking phones, hacking Wi-Fi. She did everything to keep it from coming out that she was the one that came to me in my home.
First of all, you guys, that is so freaking sick, okay? What does the Bible say about the devil? He said that the devil came to steal, kill, and destroy, right? So she came directly on the scene and tried to destroy this man's family. She tried to break this man's family up. Now, who in their right mind is going to go to somebody's mother and tell them that they suspect their significant other and the sister to be having sex? What kind of mess is that? Who even says that? And especially you're gonna tell that to this man's mom? I know his mom was taken aback when she said that. And frankly, I don't even understand why the mom was even trying to protect her and not tell them initially who said it, because I would have been straight off the book. Like, yeah, this is what she said. I wouldn't have even fed into it or believed it. I wouldn't have even internalized that. I would have went to my son, just me and my son, and I would have told him exactly what this girl said. I would have told him right then and there, because he needed to know what he was dealing with immediately. Okay? Immediately. This is sick. Why would you do something? That's why I say that these folks is under curses, because of their wickedness. This is wicked as hell. Who does that? But y'all, I wanted to put that in there because this is like the prelude to what happened that day. This was 3 years before. So if watching, if you're subscribed to Quell, you know that Quell said that that Trauma really didn't have a good relationship with his mom and stuff for 3 years. And so we know who the catalyst was and why this man didn't have a good relationship with his mom. So I'm going to, excuse me, y'all. So we're gonna skip and go to what happened on that day, and then I'm gonna come back with the rest of my commentary.
So this is where this nonsense came from. This is tearing me apart. And I mean, I'm literally mentally frustrated and gone, because that transcript that Shakira has, it's 2 pages of it. That came from the Attorney General's office. Chastity Malone, you personally called and told the police that my son was putting his hands on you when you were the person that was putting your hands on Shakim that day, January 9th, 2024. You, Chastity, were the aggressor. And then once they came, you not only told them this what gas station Shakim went to, you gave them a description of what he was wearing, and you showed him a photo ID of my son. Those police went there, yes, they did. They had a shootout with my son, and he's gone. I can't bring him back. But I also have a witness that came forth 2 days later and said that you made that story up. You were chasing and trying to hold on to my son, and you, Chastity, was trying to keep my son from leaving that hotel that day. He was trying to avoid you. And you got angry with him, and you made that call. You did it out of just being vengeful. gun that he had, yes, a little 22. I'm not making it like it was just nothing. But guess what? It's not like he never had it before. But who in their right mind, if you loved him so much, you told them that he was armed and dangerous for a reason. You told them that he put his hands on you. You told the police exactly what he was wearing, and you told them where he went. And the hotel, you can stand outside and look, and you can see the gas station from the hotel. You heard those gunshots. You knew he was dead. You knew he was shot. And when I came to the hotel, to the precinct that day, you were in the parking lot, in the car. You was in my daughter's car, already there. When I got there, you left.
So shout out to Z Banger because he's the one who actually had them on his channel doing this interview. So y'all make sure that y'all go and check him out so you can see everything in its entirety. But yeah, y'all, this explains so much because I just found it kind of weird that when he did pass away, that she really didn't say a lot on her Instagram. And I was just waiting. I was waiting for Chrisean to come out and say something because they actually stayed with Chrisean for a little while when she was in California, when she had bought that house, because I did a video of them in the studio with Chasity and her whack rapping, and he was, there cheering her on, smoking a blunt or whatever. And Chrisean actually was on the phone with one of her brothers that was in jail. So I was waiting for Chrisean to even come out and say something, but nobody really said anything. And now we know why. I know that the sister, Kira, she has said a couple of things, but she really didn't go into details like the mother did. So y'all, this is so dark and disturbing. And I don't know what else to say. Like, this is truly the Lord exposing her for all of her wickedness. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to be careful how you live in your life. If you being wicked and you doing wicked stuff to people, the Lord is going to reveal you every single time. Like, you're not going to get away with it, period. So now she's being truly exposed, like, so bad. And she had the nerve, the mitigated gall to come on, put on her stories on Instagram that when the blessings are bigger, that's when they come at you harder. No, girl, this don't have nothing to do with blessings. And see, that's the thing that I be telling y'all, is that the Malone family plays with the Lord entirely too much. They do a lot of wicked things, and then they come back and they try to shut you up by putting the Lord's name in it. And one thing about it, you can shut up the people, but you ain't gonna shut up the Lord, because He's gonna expose you. Your sins are going to expose you every single time. So Chasity wanted to be famous. She wanted to be in the limelight. So now she in the limelight, and we done made her famous. Okay? But not for the right reasons. Because ain't nobody gonna want to fool with her after all of this. But anyway, you guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, The Real Mrs. J. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this story. And I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.